Hello Ian, welcome to my channel and welcome to this video that I've been wanting to make for probably about a year now, but couldn't for various reasons. And I just want to go a little bit into the channel. My regular viewers surely have noticed that I haven't published a lot of videos lately, and that's because I've been working on a 1600 square foot layout behind the scenes. More on that in a bit. And I just also wanted to talk a little bit, start off like how did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get to a channel with a couple hundred videos and me working on a big layout and also doing some layout design on the side? And that's a bit in the light because I see some other YouTube model train content creators like DJ Trains taking a sabbatical, and also Steve from It's My Railroad. He also took like a year off, or whatever it is called, sabbatical or break, or they didn't quit, but they just stopped. Not that I know them personally, these guys, but I just see it from the same information that you guys have. And being a content creator, I just want to tell the story a bit from my side because it all ties in together, as you'll see, together with this 1600 square foot project. And it all starts at the beginning of the channel. When I started, my intent was to really share the passion that I have for the hobby, and also to get in touch with other people in my area and try to build a community. Because being out here in Dubai, the channel is called Dubai Trains, because I am out here physically. The nearest model railroad store is about 1,000 miles away in a 6-hour trip by plane. So it's not really accessible. And the hobby, I think, is also not here because we don't have a rich history of trains here, as we have in the US and Europe and Australia and other parts of the world. But here, there's just not that much railroad activity up to about, let's say, a decade ago. So that's why I started the hobby. I really want to get in touch with other people. And as that process started, I also discovered a bit of, the journey between brackets of a model railroader. And by that, I mean that we all start, on the carpet with an oval when we're younger. And then when we're older and we've built a dozen or so layouts, I don't know, we go end up in the scratch building a narrow gauge 0130, or we go into weekly operating sessions. And some people have interest in running, 30-foot trains and skill in the basement. And we all find our own little area that we're really interested in. For me, that turned out to be really into track plans. Like, why is the track the way it is today, and then why was it different in the past and in the future? How might it change? What are the trends? And a bit of the history of industry, the industrial history as well. I find that very interesting because I am an engineer by education. So it's interesting to see how folks did stuff 70 years ago or 100 years ago. A coal wagon would show up and some guys would be given $1 and a shovel, and they give them given a day to empty it. Yeah, I wouldn't really do that nowadays, but that's how it was. And as I made my YouTube channel and made the videos, sometimes I also got a bit carried away with making too many videos, or having the sense that, oh, I have to make a video this week and just take some random topic, and then I had lists of videos that I wanted to make for the future, and I start preparing them in the background, and at some point you're just thinking like, yeah, but this video thing is all fun, but my hobby is actually the model train side of things, and just more time and well, I don't want to say stress, but energy was put into the production side of things. Because what I think people don't always realize is that as addictive the front end of these social media platforms are made to keep people engaged and swiping and watching and whatnot, the back end is also made as addictive as possible for content creators to keep on making better videos and longer ones and shorter ones and a mix. And each video has to be better than the last, etc., etc. If you ever want to become a millionaire with a channel, you gotta go forward and up and better and greener pastures and whatnot. And for some people, that's the way to go. If you really want to make this hobby your work, or create income out of your hobby, well, it's basically called work, then that's one way to go. That's not for me because I realize at some point also you really have to make it your full time and then some uh, career. I think if you really want to have a decent income out of it, and sell merchandise and put your face on thumbnails and stuff and stuff I didn't really want to do because yeah, it doesn't really contribute to me sharing the passion for the hobby, right? Of course, I will share it more and get more viewers, but so once I realized that, it was a bit of a pivotal moment because it also meant that I started posting content that I wanted to share because it was, for example, important to how my layout works. And knowing that that content will probably make a dive. It won't get the popular vote, and not a lot of people watch it. But that was not the point. The point is for the people that do watch it to, yeah, to let them have an insight of my thinking and where I am in the hobby and how the layout works and just to share that joy, right? So anyways, that's where I was with that. And then as I found out that I like these layout designs and I could help people with their dream layout, I started doing that, and that is payable, the consultancy, because a lot of time goes into it and a lot of effort. So something does need to come out of that. But again, you do it because you really enjoy making these layout designs, and you meet great people along the way. So that brings us to about last year, and then a project started here to build a 1600 square feet layout. It's a big commercial layout, so it's going to be like an attraction, so people pay admission to see the set, and a lot is happening. It's not really a model train set per se. It's more like a miniature world or scale world. I'm showing some pictures now on screen just to give you an idea of the scale and the project. So I was fortunate enough to be invited or asked to join the team of that project. And that's also where again the line like rubs, like what is hobby, what is work, where is your passion? And for me, mindset was always been that's a work thing. Yes, it is in the environment of model building and model trains, but at the end of the day, it's job. The job is we need to build a set, and to a certain quality, and that's what we're there to do. What definitely helped with that mindset is that within the model building world, the set we're building is very far from what I'm building at home. At home, I have a switching style layout set in Chicago 1950 with some intricate operating scenarios that we can do with multiple people run trains at the same time. As where the set we're building is set in Europe, modern day, and it's like fully automated. So it's completely different, which is great because then that means I can still enjoy my side of the hobby by myself and on the YouTube channel. And then when I go to work, use my skill set to build something with my skill set, but it doesn't touch my personal interest per se. But I'm also learning a lot on this project. We're automating the trains, learning a lot about what it takes to fully automate everything, turnouts, feedback sensors, train routes, the whole caboodle, and also how to build scenery fast but to a relatively high standard. Not diorama level standard, but as high of standard you can do when you're building 1600 square feet of actual modeled layout in a set period of time. So that's actually quite exciting. And because that is work, and I'm not the owner of that project, I don't want to talk too much on my channel about it. So if you are interested, free to have a look at smallworldsme.com. There's a link to the YouTube channel down below. Have a look there. If you're not interested, it's fine. That's the channel. If you like it, you like it. You don't. It's all good. And coming back a little bit to where the video started, that project did have an effect on my hobby in the sense that I don't have as much time anymore to put in my layout at home. Not to finish it. Also, not running as many trains I would like to be running, and making some videos I would like to make. But that just is what it is. What I've learned through this project as well. I know many of you listening have a couple of decades on me, so you probably already know this. But nothing is infinite. Nothing is always going to be there. There's always change. So as much as I would want to work a lot on my home layout and get that finished and have that amazing layout, It's just not for now. Maybe something for in the future. I do intend to spend some more time on it in the near future and to enhance it a little bit, have some great ideas for that can make for some really new, refreshing videos as well. Stuff and products that I'm learning about that I would like to share. So I hope that explains a little bit why I've been a bit slow every now to react to all these posts and questions and also emails from great people I've met over the years. And a huge thank you to everyone who supports me on a Patreon and who's still hanging around with the channel. It does always mean a lot, and could never thank everyone enough for the support and to to be here and to have this great community. Enjoy the hobby, guys. See you in the next video.